Hi there, folks. Today I've asked Gary to tell us about an important case that is to be argued before the Supreme Court on the 28th. So let's dive right into it.
Gary, it's actually four separate appeals that have been all consolidated for argument under the name West Virginia versus EPA. The case started as a challenge to the Obama administration's Clean Power Plan, but the Supreme Court stayed that plan, and then the Trump administration replaced it with the Affordable Clean Energy, or ACE rule. Obama's plan allowed for regulators to consider whether the best method for reducing greenhouse gases was to shut down a coal plant and replace it with a gas-fired plant or renewable energy. The ACE rule determined that the EPA did not even have the authority to consider such generation shifting solutions. And so it proposed very limited changes to coal plants that could be made within the fence line of the plants. Last year, the DC Circuit overturned Trump's ACE rule, but did not reinstate Obama's Clean Power Plan. Despite this fact, various states, including West Virginia, and coal producers appealed the DC Circuit decision in an effort to get the Supreme Court's view on whether any future administration, including the Biden administration, has the power to order such generation shifting to achieve its climate goals.
Okay, so then what is the Supreme Court being asked to decide here?
Well, the Biden administration and a whole bunch of non-parties have argued that there is nothing for the Supreme Court to decide here, and that they should have not taken the appeal at all. So, although 4 justices voted to hear the case, it is still possible that 5 will vote to dismiss the appeal without ever reaching the merits of the case.
Okay, and if they decide to address the merits, what could the case do?
Well, the court's 5 supposedly conservative justices, and we are not counting the Chief Justice in that group, may decide that on various grounds that the EPA simply has not been granted authority by Congress to regulate greenhouse gases. If it did that, it would certainly throw the country's ability to address climate change into turmoil. The alignment of the non-parties show why such a result would create turmoil. The 6 largest companies in America, Google, Meta, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, and Tesla, have all weighed in on the side of the federal government and its ability to regulate greenhouse gases. They all expressed their concern that only the federal government can address something as global as climate change. Even the big electric utilities begged the conservative justices to not upset federal control over greenhouse gases because they fear being subjected to different rules in all 50 states would be even worse.
Yeah, so when will we know what the result will be?
Well, the arguments are on February 28th, but the decision probably won't be issued until the end of June.
Okay, well, thank you, Gary, and thanks to our listeners here for tuning in. If you're not already a blog subscriber, take just a moment to, because we'll be following this case and any related developments pretty closely. And we'll see you next time, Arbonauts.